This story is crazy, caught on camera, and now a school is facing a $1 million lawsuit for what they allegedly allowed to happen. This is Arizona College Prep High School senior William Vanasap, seen here in the school parking lot, leaving school on his motorcycle. What happens next is insane. With the alleged approval of the school principal, another student hatched a plan where he would blow through a stop sign in his Porsche with his girlfriend in the car, then get fake pulled over by a waiting school officer before finally making a big scene of asking her to prom. The principal was even in the waiting cop car when this happens. The kid speeds through the stop sign at around 40 miles an hour and slams right into William, who's thrown from his motorcycle and launched into the air. The Porsche's airbags go off as William let out a blood-curdling scream. Body cam shows officers tending to William in the moments after the crash. The principal allegedly agreed to the plan, but didn't know the student would speed through the stop sign. He was apparently just supposed to slowly roll through it. The principal claims he wasn't aware of the plan and was inside the cruiser for an unrelated matter. The teen says that's not true. He says the plan was very clear. William suffered multiple injuries, including a traumatic brain injury that will be with him for life. And now William's lawyer is seeking a $1 million settlement from the school. She says he could have died, and the adults at the school should have shut down the plan. A separate lawsuit will likely be brought against the student driver.
Oh man, shout out to my man Drew over at Notice News for this content. Just because going 40 miles an hour at what we just saw and witnessed, that could kill anybody. You, me, people you love, all that stuff. I know what that feels like to be hit at 40 miles an hour and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So this man could have lost his life. He could have died. That shit right there ain't cool just for a fucking, you know what I'm saying? You should have just not be stupid. You can't let teens do stuff like this. Even though it's a good idea, you gotta let it be known. And then they should have had safety measures of blocking it off so nobody can drive through there. It's a fucking, you know what I'm saying, scene where y'all constructed some shit to happen and nobody should have went through there so the plan could be escalated the way y'all wanted it to be. So yeah, I hope he get everything plus more that he asking for. Cause I know the pain he going through, that shit is something serious. 40 miles an hour, man, I know that pain is something serious. And then he young as fucking gotta deal with that for the rest of his life. Think about it, you will never be the same again. He never can ride bikes and none of that shit no more.
This story is nuts. This is 23-year-old Young Yu Young. Back in May, she can be seen walking down this street with a suitcase in hand. According to police, she's dressed in a school uniform because she's going to meet an English tutor she had met over an online app. But she wasn't looking for a language lesson. And according to prosecutors, after she arrived at the 26-year-old tutor's house, she stabbed the teacher more than 100 times. And after the attack, the woman dismembered the tutor, stuffed the body parts into that suitcase, and got into a taxi to dispose of the thing in a park. Taxi driver alerted cops over the bloody suitcase, and the woman was soon arrested. According to prosecutors, it turns out this woman is a true crime fanatic who became obsessed with murder after consuming crime TV shows and books. She allegedly spent months researching how to kill someone and even hide a corpse in order to satisfy her curiosity for murder. After telling cops she accidentally killed the tutor at first, she ultimately confessed to the grisly murder based on her true crime obsession. This all went down in South Korea, and in late November, she was sentenced to life in prison.
My condolences goes out to the family, to that English tutor that lost their life because this psychopath wanted to see what it feels like to murder somebody. Man, in the world of crazy people, boy, and I'll tell you, this world is filled with them. For the simple fact, why would somebody want to do that and ruin their whole life out of a curiosity of something like that? It's bad enough people get curious with other things and catch something they can't get rid of, you know what I'm saying? So now you had did what you did because you wanted to kill somebody. I feel bad for anybody who have thought like this because you seriously need help, and I hope anybody who thought like this get the help that they actually need.